Battle through the firmament. Great world. Chapter 496 The Yin Burial Gate. With a flash of the sword light, Xiaoyan turned into Corki and disappeared. Zhu Man was stunned for a second before he regained his senses. With a flip of his body, he came to Meng Duo's side and looked around coldly. You think you can escape with just the transformation pill? Meng Duo chuckled. The transformation pill was one of the most popular capital of chaos in Capital of Chaos. It had an incomparable effect on preserving one's life. But in the end, it was only a third-grade medicine pill, so it naturally had its shortcomings. He's still nearby. If I'm not mistaken, he must have cultivated the method of concealment. Meng Duo's eyes flickered. He swiftly analyzed the situation. After which, he looked at his surroundings and laughed in disdain. Since he isn't coming out, then let's destroy this place. Let's see where he can escape to. As he spoke, he had already soared into the sky. Starlight flickered on his hands as a sharp aura surged and rumbled. Zhu Man's expression suddenly changed. His eyes looked in a certain direction in the distance, whether intentionally or not, before he let out a cold laugh. Sure enough, this guy couldn't hold it any longer. Go to hell. With a soft whisper, Zhu Man charged forward. Like the flickering of stars, he instantly saw a black shadow flashing rapidly in front of him. With a cold snort, his feet stomped on the ground. A crack instantly spread out and rushed towards the black shadow in the distance with lightning speed. In the blink of an eye, it had already caught up to him. The crack suddenly transformed into a ferocious stab. It directly passed through the black figure's body. Puff! The black shadow trembled slightly, then transformed into Corki and dissipated once again. Another incarnation pill. Zhu Man's gaze paused. He was a little angry. He looked at Meng Duo, who was ready to attack in the air, and said, let's blow this place up and see where he can run to. Before he finished his words, Zhu Man felt a chill run down his spine. He instinctively turned around, and in his eyes, a cold and indifferent Xiaoyan appeared. The latter punched out with his big fist, and with a fierce wind, he aimed at Zhu Man's head. Good job. Recovering from his momentary daze, Zhu Man could not help but be delighted. He extended his palm like lightning and easily grabbed Xiaoyan's wrist. His empty other hand also suddenly struck out, directly smashing towards Xiaoyan's head. Captured. In the sky, Meng Duo's eyes were incomparably sharp. When he saw that Xiaoyan was easily trapped by Zhu Man, he couldn't help but be stunned. His hand movements also slowed down. Hong! Just as Zhu Man's fist was about to hit Xiaoyan's head, a dull sound of impact suddenly came from the air behind him. Then, he heard Meng Duo let out a miserable cry, and his body rapidly fell down. Damn it, it's another incarnation pill. Zhu Man's expression was cold. He blasted Xiaoyan, who was standing in front of him, with a punch. He turned his body and flew towards the sky. At that spot, Xiaoyan's true body had silently appeared. The sky spill fist ruthlessly smashed down on Meng Duo. Very good. Your key has been locked down. Now, let's see where you can run to. Zhu Man soared into the sky and stood in front of Xiaoyan. He laughed coldly. Behind him, Meng Duo, who had calmed down, also slowly rose into the air, blocking the latter's path of retreat. His eyes flickered with a frightening light as he looked at Xiaoyan. Xiaoyan's expression did not change. He looked at Zhu Man in front of him. The star power on the latter's body surged. It seemed as if it was going to split the space. It was unusually sharp. Star energy. Extreme star group, so that's how it is. Xiaoyan pursed his lips. Suddenly, he understood what was going on. A trace of excitement flashed across his eyes, and he began to have a slight interest in these two men. He was cultivating the Starlight Silent Step, and what he lacked was the star power. If he could absorb these two men's star power for his own use, then even if he couldn't fully master the Starlight Silent Step, he would still be able to do it much faster than he was now. You can still smile when you're about to die. Zhu Man was slightly startled when he saw this. Then, he flew into a rage out of humiliation, thinking that Xiaoyan was teasing them before he mocked them. Myriad Star Falling Spirit. Without saying another word, Meng Duo had already unleashed one of the most powerful killing techniques of the Extreme Star Group. As one of the 10 most outstanding guardians of the Extreme Star Group, they were naturally able to learn the most powerful cultivation technique of the Extreme Star Group. In an instant, the sky suddenly changed. The day turned into night in the blink of an eye. Stars filled the sky, shining brightly. Under Meng Duo's hands, countless stars whistled down like peerless sharp blades, roaring and bombarding Xiaoyan. They all had the strength to kill any emperor. It was incomparably ferocious. Astral Great Destruction Palm. On the other side, Zhu Man's surged around Zhu Man's body. In an instant, they gathered behind him. A huge star hand that could cover the sky was formed. It was vivid and lifelike. It carried an evil aura that could suppress all ages as it smashed towards Xiaoyan without any hesitation. Both of these attacks had reached the level of a low-level monic arts. They were both one of the strongest ultimate techniques of the Extreme Star Group. It was unleashed by Meng Duo and Zhu Man with a majestic aura. They had the power to fight an emperor cultivation warrior. Xiaoyan was in the middle of the battle. When he sensed the surging star power from all directions, he furrowed his brows slightly. In the next moment, the crimson gold flame covered his entire body. Boundless Origin Kiss surged out continuously and formed an indestructible Origin Key armor around his body. If he used the Black Tortoise Dragon armor spell, he was confident that he could withstand Zhu Man and Meng Duo's attacks. However, the consumption of Origin Key was fierce. It was far from reaching the stage where he could use the Black Tortoise Dragon armor spell. As expected, you have two types of monic flames. A hint of jealousy surged into Meng Duo's eyes. After Black Nether Emperor made a trip to the Yunlo Academy, he found out that Black Nether Emperor had two types of Yunlo academies. For some reason, he had a clear understanding of Xiaoyan's situation. Naturally, they also knew that Xiaoyan had two kinds of monic flames in his possession. After being stimulated by the monic flame, the Origin Key in their bodies didn't even leave a single mark. It gushed out crazily, and in an instant, their attacks became several times stronger than before. Xiaoyan's brows stood up. The surrounding flames burned furiously. He could sense that Zhu Man and Meng Duo had used nearly half of the Meng Duos within their bodies under the temptation of the monic flame. This level of attack was no longer below that of an ordinary emperor cultivation. Monic Flame Secret Skill, Wheel Flame Dao. Heavenly Monic Fire Burning Body. Xiaoyan did not dare to lower his guard when he sensed this. As the flames raged, he had already used both secret techniques. His strength rose steadily like a rocket, and in an instant, he had reached the peak of Monic Emperor. Ever since he absorbed refining Monic High Tianyan, Xiaoyan's control over the Monic Flame had become more adept, and he was able to use the Heavenly Monic Fire Burning Body even more freely. Let's try this move. Xiaoyan's eyes sparkled, and he suddenly grinned. The Origin Kiss in his body roared and gathered. A continuous stream of Origin Monic Kiss gushed out from the top of his skull, turning into black ki that filled the sky. Within the black gas, there was a strange golden light flowing. In the next moment, the black ki that filled the sky covered the sky. In the middle of the black gas, a huge golden door rolled out from within. The huge door was engraved with obscure words that were difficult to describe, just like the ancient devil language. It made people's hearts tremble, as if they had been freed from the depths of the Nine Abyss. It was filled with a murderous aura that shook the heavens and the earth. Great Yin Burial Technique. Xiaoyan's face was expressionless. The Origin Key in his body was flowing out crazily. The huge golden door in the black key was like a bottomless pit, absorbing the Origin Monic Key in Xiaoyan's body. The Origin chains roared, and a huge Origin Key flew out, causing the golden door to become even more stable. The door to the grave could bury all things. Countless sharp starlight blades were covered by a huge palm, pressing down on Xiaoyan. Xiaoyan, on the other hand, was calm and composed. Behind him, a huge golden door slowly opened. and black ki gushed out from it. It was as if a brand new world had been opened, and the boundless suction force had increased dramatically. Under Zhu Man and Meng Duo's astonished gazes, the Starlight Blade and the Star Palm, they couldn't help but rush into the Yin Burial Gate. Chapter end. Please guys like, comment, share, and subscribe.